We're at the South Austin Popular Culture Center, which is a 501c3 nonprofit that began in 2004 to collect, exhibit, and preserve Austin's cultural history from the last 50 years. We strive to make that accessible to local, state, and national audiences. We think it's really important to preserve this history of Austin because all the great, wonderful things that are happening here today were really based upon that cultural upheaval. And Austin's such a great place. We want to go forward while we remember where we came from. Austin is a place that you can come to and immediately feel a welcoming sense of community, but you don't get that sense of cutthroat competition that you might elsewhere. It's more of, yes, join us, what can you do, let's work on this together, and I think people really like that a lot. When I was at UT in the mid-70s, we would go on Sunday nights and have dinner with one of our friends' grandparents who were Austin natives, and they would talk about how, man, the only good time in Austin was back in the 30s. It's just ruined. So I think that while every generation thinks that the time of their youth was the best time, I think that every decade here is great. You've got such an opportunity to carry things forward. You've got to grow and change. Things cannot stay the same. The city is gonna grow. So creative people have to just work to preserve that real special thing about Austin and keep promoting that and keep hanging in there and letting more people who come here continue to discover that year after year, decade after decade. I see Austin staying somewhat the same, but evolving into whatever it's going to be 10 or 15 years down the line. I'm fairly driven. I work a full-time job and then I put in 30 to 40 hours a week down here. I love to organize and make lists and tell people what to do. So I am a very type A person. My husband Henry Gonzalez and I have been together since 1973. And we've worked with people in different instances for years who didn't know that we were married. And they're always surprised when they find out. I'm kind of a loud person, and I like to be very organized and precise, and Henry is a true Leo and much more laid back and loosey-goosey, do things on the fly. It always turns out well, of course, but I think that we make a good balance.